This right here, DJ Drama speaks on creating a podcast, but not taking it seriously on the Bootleg Kev Show. Shout out to Bootleg Kev. Shout out to DJ Drama. DJ Drama! Mr. Thanksgiving! Let's watch it.
Hilarious. You know, I'm like really disappointed in the guys that you decided to do business with because they pump faked us. Well, this right here. He's like, I'm going to do a podcast for like 6 episodes and then disappear and stop doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to do another season.
The problem is people like DJ Drama should have the biggest podcast in the world in hip-hop.
If he tapped that.
Facts. Drama should have one of the biggest podcasts in the world because the nigga done been through so much. He went through an actual Fed case for mixtapes. A legit federal case, and he beat that shit. You know niggas don't beat the feds. The feds have like a 98 conviction rate. What is the conviction rate for the feds? 90%, often exceeding 90%. That means 9 out of 10 times your ass is going to jail, nigga. Facts. You going to jail. Unless your name is DJ Drama. DJ Drama Fed case. He went to bat against the fucking federal government. The federal government. You niggas hear me? Let's go to... I don't want to get my hip-hop news. Oh, you know what? I'm lying. I was about to say I don't want to get my hip-hop news from NPR, but god damn it, this article was on my birthday, so fuck it. We going to this one. Sidney Madden and Rodney Carmichael, you better not be talking on no bullshit, because I'm using you as a source. The raid that changed rap. This shit did change rap. Off of mixtapes. Listen to what I'm saying. Mixtapes. DJ Drama's mixtapes changed the sound of rap. Then the cops came knocking. Holy shit. Let's go. The foundation of hip-hop are rooted in making something out of nothing, just like the culture's ancestors turning old food into soul food, as Jay-Z puts it. All right, let's get into more of the actual case. They're talking about his life. Okay, this kind of get a little bit more. When DJ Drama was starting out, it was still the era of physical mixtapes dubbed straight to cassette. There was no DJ Booth, no Dat Piff, no Spotify, Apple. This is early on in the game. You had to be outside to know this shit. Going goddamn down to Jamaica Ave, Mod Ave, and Far Rock. Real Queen shit. African homie got the bootlegs on the goddamn floor on a carpet. Or a bed sheet or some shit. Or you might have a little bootleg storefront and you slinging CDs out that motherfucker. Fake art, the artwork might not be real. It might just be a photocopy of that motherfucker. It's a burnt CD. Not official. It was pirating for sure, nigga. 100%. But there were artists that was actually making a living off of this shit. Selling bootlegs. They couldn't put out no actual album because they probably wasn't on a label. So this is how you got it done. Mixtapes, nigga. Mixtapes. Distribution was hand to hand. Like my boy just said right here. Selling mixtapes, hustling instead of dope. Facts. It was a way of hustling, but you doing something positive. Distribution was hand to hand and promotion was word of mouth. Either you knew where to go or you didn't. Facts. You either knew or you was shit out of luck. They didn't have this shit in the suburbs. Sorry, Tanner. You wasn't getting this shit, bro. You had to go to the spots or have your homie get that shit for you. You didn't talk about selling mixtapes, Drama says. There was a code of silence among those who were in it. The phrase was for promotional use only. Typically stamped on it. Literally. Bam. That shit would say it. For promotional use only. We're not selling this shit to make a profit. Wink, wink. We just using it so we can get promotion off of it and we can make money legitimately. And y'all understand why it like goes even further than this. Let me get some more. And the industry let it slide for the most part until the 1990s when the Recording Industry Association of America started to take notice. Basically, the man realized, fuck, these niggas is getting money. We want in. Let's do something about it. The industry trade group is best known for certifying all gold and platinum albums, blah, 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 blah. Let's get into that. DJ Drama Feds Act. And this seems like a pretty good article, I'm not going to lie. But I want to get into So Gangsta Grills. Gangsta Grills was a mixtape series that Drama did. Jeezy got one, T.I., all of the guys. If you're a main guy, you got a Gangsta Grills. To the fact where if you listen to Tyler, the Creator's most, not recent album, but the one before this, what was it called? Let me pull it up. Tyler, the Creator. What was that album called? He had DJ Drama on it, acting like if it was a Gangsta Grills album. Call Me If You Get Lost. The shit won a Grammy. He was doing it. Where is the Fed part? This person wrote a phenomenal article, but bro, I want to get to the part where the Feds came knocking. Pharrell got one. Blah, 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 blah. All right, there we go. On January 16, 2007, DJ Drama and DJ Cannon, who was the his partner with that Gangsta Grills, stepped outside, moved to his car. They were probably in the studio. He said, I walked out the door, and he says, and that was when it was just like SWAT and helicopters. You know, here come the SUVs, and they just coming from all corners. Drama played it cool because he knew whatever it was, he wasn't the main target. But things escalated. Officers pulled up, jumped out, M16s drawn, pointing at Drama, called him by his government name. Hey, yo, Tyree Simmons, get your ass over here, nigga. Get on the floor, hands behind your back, nigga. Get down. They took his ID, confirmed it was him. Drama said he heard the officers get on the radio saying, we got him. We got one of the perps. Long story short, the feds came and got the nigga. Doot, 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 doot. Feds here, nigga. We taking you to jail. Long story short, he beat that case, though. He beat it. I say all of that to say he would have a phenomenal podcast because he has stories.
It'd be crazy.
But all he wanted to do was come and get a bag and then disappear.
Send him out of here.
The Silver Surfer.
I'm still here.
Nah, you should definitely do a podcast.
Drama, you should have the biggest hip hop podcast in the world.
Facts.
It's not too late.
Didn't you put your shit behind a paywall or something crazy?
No, I'd put it out through Amazon Prime.
That's where you fucked up. But they gave you a bag, so take that bag and then, launch a whole new podcast.
That's not a bad idea.
Because they gave Khaled a bag.
Well, I don't know, but they gave me one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kenya Barris.
But yo, for real, like nobody should be fucking with you in this space.
It's very oversaturated right now. So
it is.
If I was to cut, it'd be like me trying to, after the rush, try to come out with a DJ record with like artists on it, like in 2016.
Like a little late.
Yeah, you feel me? So, I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but the reason why you brought it up, which is so dope, is because of how Mason can pivot it and did like a sports podcast. Mm-hmm. So if I was to do something, I would like to do something with a twist to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, you could talk about
but
sports.
Again,
you could talk about anything.
Again, I did have a one season run with the Gangsta Grills podcast.
And I was just about to say that. I didn't know he did a Gangsta Grills podcast, and it just like, it's so funny. Anytime I be thinking things, it kind of comes to fruition in real time. I remember him doing a Gangsta Grill podcast, and it like maybe it was just a deal. Oh, it was an Audible original. With DJ Drama, the king of mixtapes, talks about his iconic mixtape series. He did them. He did the dedication with Weezy. Like, come on, he did a bunch of these joints. Okay, so maybe he just had like a deal in place temporarily that allowed him to get this done. Shout out to the Belly and WrestleMania posters on the back there. Fire.
We did 6.
Do you own the IP?
7 episodes? Yeah, me and Kenya own it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I still have the visual from it that I haven't put out.
Yeah, you didn't do any visuals, huh?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you just did the whole shit wrong.
I'm sure.
Yo, nah, facts, bro. We need to see this type shit. And I mean, I know the business is always going to get involved. People need and deserve their money. I get it. But goddamn, bro. As a fan, the culture misses out on a lot. Like, I love that Cam, although they're doing the sports, he has his Talk with Flea podcast where he giving up stories like this. As somebody my age and as a hip-hop fan, you want to hear and know about these stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to know what was going on behind the scenes back in the day when this shit was happening. So, I just wish we get this more. And then also the other thing that's bad about that, when we do get some of these stories, it's usually in a bullshit ass way, because a lot of these artists be goofy as hell. We think they cool, they be lame as fuck, like can't articulate themselves, morality and values in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sometimes you rather not hear from them. So I understand that aspect of it too. But god damn it, I am interested, especially because I'm doing this with y'all now. Like, I want to be able to provide content daily.
The bag was nice though.
It was. I mean, but you know, I don't want to say because of the bag, I chose to go in the directions. But obviously, it would have been nice to have the video that come out.
It was because of the bag, boy. You could be honest. You could be honest, man. Like, it's no reason why you're not doing video podcasts nowadays.
You know, I don't want to say because of the bag, I chose to go in the directions. But obviously, it would have been nice to have
We know the truth.
The video that come out with it.
You have your own like actual headquarters where you could shoot it. Like, you don't need anybody.
Yeah, well, I mean, we want to do a whole documentary about all that too, so that's still in the works. We got the affiliate story, the Gangsta Grill story, the Generation Now story, the Mean Street Studio story. So,
are you guys going to do a documentary about just like the the late 2000s run?
Yeah.
DJ Drama has stories, yo. Like, not only did that happen in the early 2000s where he was killing shit, he also is still killing shit right now. He has Lil Uzi signed to him. He has Jack Harlow signed to him. Two of the biggest hip-hop acts in the fucking world, bro. Like, Generation Now, and shout out to Lake, too. Lake is the guy, my man right here. He's a part of the entire organization, I could say. Generation Now, Generation Now backwards. DJ Drama. This is their record label. Like, he has major acts. Uzi, phenomenal artist. I love Uzi. Even though, you know what I mean, maybe not in more recent days or recent times. Can't really get into his shit, but you know, he did enough to where I could be like, yo, I fuck with Uzi. What artist? Where can we find an artist? I know Uzi is signed. Jack Harlow is signed. DJ Drama discography. This is not what I wanted to find. This is just, I guess maybe the Generation Now. I just want to see what artists he has, because I know it's those two. Those are the main two, but I feel like there's more. There's like at least one other artist or one other act. This probably seems like it's going to be hard. Management. Artists. There we go. Artists. We on the Generation Now website. Jack Harlow, Lil Uzi, Sunny Digital. That's who it was. The producer. Oh, he got Lil Tyler on there. And I'm not too familiar with these other acts. Kai Cash. Illuminati. Shout out to y'all. Carvana, and Scheme. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. 8 artists. Shout out to y'all, man. And a producer. Sunny Digital is like a producer and artist. So shout out to that. That's dope. Drama, please get that done, bro. Please get that mixtape, podcast, however you can do it. Please get it done, brother. We need that, man. Everybody and their mama getting signed nowadays. Yeah, but I don't really look at that as like a rite of passage anymore. Because nowadays you can do it all on your own. I mean, obviously it's a lot harder and it probably takes a lot more time. We're in the age of people wanting instant gratification. So you're going to still get those artists that are signing those bad deals, those 360 deals like they call it. But I do still think for you to even get to the position to get signed, it's not luck, and I don't want to say people are bad at what they do or trash, because you do still need some type of talent, or somebody saw something in you that they can market and just basically feed off of. You know what I mean? Like, that's what these labels are doing most of the time when you sign these deals, especially when you're early on. They eating off you. They are making 70% of the profit and you're getting 30. Now your 30 may be millions, but just imagine what they're getting. You know what I mean? Like, and some people are cool with that because it's like, I don't have to work as hard. Things are done for me. But just as much as they're helping you, as soon as you get older or get too old and, you know what I mean, you fall off, you might have a bad experience, you might go to jail. They pulling the rug and they own your shit and you can't do anything about it. We seen it. Jadakiss said it. The best rapper, what did he say? What's the line? And you know dead rappers get better promotion. When you pass away, you go to jail, you're going to get, well, when you go to jail, you're not going to get any promotion. They just stop your shit all the way. You die, though, RIP to a lot of people that passed in rap. Man, these artists, these labels start eating off you, bro. Like, more than they were making.
You know, I'm like really disappointed in the guy.
More than they were making when you were alive, damn near. Like Pop Smoke, phenomenal artist when he was alive. He passed away, untimely death, murdered. You know that label was eating, bro.